Most respected dear family members, my pranams to you. We were discussing for the last more than 10 days or so about Vedas. We explained in detail about Vedas. After that we went through Brahmana literature. After that we just in the superficial way, in the top we explained about Aranyaka. Then after that came the Upanishad. So Vedas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, Upanishad. These four classes composed of direct Vedic literature. So what is meant by Vedas? Vedic literature means Vedas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas and Upanishads. These literature were written by hundreds and thousands of rishis in hundreds and thousands of subjects for the last many thousands of years, and they are all independent literature, we can say, even though ultimately they explain the same subject. Just like if you are purchasing a botany or chemistry book, you can see different people, different scholars might have approached the subject in different ways, but ultimately they are chemistry or botany. And after Vedic literature comes Vedanga. I explained to you the first Vedanga, Shiksha. The way in which Veda mantra should be taught and learned. All the rules are given in 18 books of Shiksha Grantha. Each book is independent, never they are continuation of one after the other. Slightly variations are given in that. Shiksha Grantha adopted in Kerala may not be the same as those adopted in Tamil Nadu. Shiksha Grantha adopted by one group of Vedic scholars may not be the same as other group of Vedic scholars. They had full freedom to opt for their own Shiksha Grantha depending upon in which branch they belong. Say for example, I belong to Vishwamitra Gotra, Ashwalayana Sutra, Jamadagni Pravara, and so I belong to Rigveda Shakha. So which is my Veda? If somebody is asking, I will say my Veda is Rigveda. Others may say my Veda is Yajurveda. In Yajurveda, some people say I am Krishna Yajurveda Ascension follower. Some other people will say Shukla Yajurveda Ascension follower. Like that, there are different Vedic scholars. This type of different groups were created for maintaining all shakhas perfectly. Suppose everyone can opt for any type of Vedas, then generally people will be opting for the simplest and easiest Vedas. Other Vedas will automatically perish off. To avoid that, all Vedic scholars all over India, each individual has got a recension attributed to his Gotra. So I am Rigveda, I can follow Narayaniya Shiksha, Yajnavalkya Shiksha, and so on. So Shiksha Grantha directly connected with the Vedas. Nirukta Grantha, Nirukta literature. Said that 18 books are there, many of them are not available now. So Nirukta Grantha explains to you about how each Vedic word has evolved from the root. So for example, Veda itself is the word evolved from Vidya. Vidya means knowledge. So Saras is the root, from that came Saraswati. So Bhava, Raga, Talam, wherever it is existing, that is known as Bharatam. Bhava, Raga, Talam, Bharatam. So like that you can see variety of roots are there from where the words evolved. Detailed explanations are available in Yaskacharya's Nirukta. Then comes Vyakarana. So many Vyakarana Granthas are there. Learning Vyakaranam is extremely difficult process. So we used to say, I told day for yesterday to you, Maharajyam Palaniyam va Mahabhashyam Pataniyam. Paniniya Vyakaranam is one of the greatest, about 2000 and odd numbers of sutras are there. Sutra means a small bit of messages. Sutra is also known as thread. In Bhagavad Gita it is mentioned, Sutre Manigana Iva. Just like the thread connects each jewels together, like that it is told by Lord Krishna 5140 years ago. 5140 years ago. You can see Sutram is the message giving group of words. Shortest, smallest words are used in smallest line. So Paniniya Sutra explains in detail, in depth Vyakarana. That Vyakarana focuses Veda mantra. So Shiksha Niruktam Vyakarana, then comes Prosody Chanda Shastra. The Vritta Niyamam we say in Sanskrit. Vritta Niyamam, it is the prosody, how every Veda mantra got written with 20 letters, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, like that. We say Gayatri Chandasa, Trashtubha Chandasa, Anuštubha Chandasa, Jagadi Chandasa, Brahadi Chandasa, Adi Jagadi Chandasa, and so on. That is explained in Chanda Shastra by Pingalacharya. After that we come to the point of Kalpa Shastra. Kalpa Shastra is the most voluminous literature of Indian heritage. Since it is such a quantitatively large content of knowledge available, 20-25,000 pages are available, and writing an individual Kalpa Shastra is very difficult. We have got fundamentally 4 Kalpa Shastra. The oldest Kalpa Shastra is Bauddhayana Kalpa Shastra, written by Bauddhayana Maharshi. Second it appears Katyayana Kalpa Shastra. Some people used to say Apastamba Kalpa Shastra comes second. We need not bother which comes first, which comes second. The content almost remain the same, but diversified viewpoints are presented. So Bauddhayana Kalpa Shastra is the oldest, where there were no doubt or no double thinking is there, because the language itself reflects that it is the oldest one. Bauddhayana Kalpa Shastra has got Vedic language, so almost at par with the Vedic period. So after Bauddhayana Kalpa Shastra comes Katyayana Kalpa Shastra, Apastamba Kalpa Shastra, Manava Kalpa Shastra. 4 Kalpa Shastras are full Kalpa Shastras. What is meant by full Kalpa Shastra? Inside Kalpa Shastra, 5 subjects are dealt with. The first subject inside Kalpa Shastra is Shrauta Sutra or Shrauta Shastra. Detailed explanation of the procedure adopted for performing yagas. Yaga karma, yajna karma, completely explained in detail with a simple Sanskrit in Shrauta Shastra. The way in which Shrauta Shastra is explained is different from the way in which Brahmana Granthas explain about Yaga Karma. So Shrauta Sutra is a part of Kalpa Shastra. It explains in detail about the procedure to be adopted for performing yagas. Then comes Dharma Shastra. It is also known as Dharma Sutra. Dharma Shastra explains in detail about the rules and regulations of a nation, of a society, of individuals. It is just like Indian Penal Code, Indian Constitution. We can say not Penal Code, Indian Constitution. Bharana Gadana. So how a country, how the king, how the ministers, how the advisors, how the department, how the secretaries, they should rule a country systematically given. I use the word systematically because it is systematically given. Dharma Shastra always used to be quoted as chapter plus number of line. We used to say Indian Penal Code 423 section And line 1, like that Dharma Shastra is to be quoted. The 60th chapter, 14th line. That never change from a particular Dharma Shastra. So Shrauta Sutra is part of Kalpa Shastra. Dharma Shastra is part of Kalpa Shastra. Dharma Shastra gives all the constitutional rules and regulations. Many people have written Dharma Shastra. Why many people have written Dharma Shastra? Because depending upon the country, depending upon the period, depending upon the nature of the geographical position, all the rules need not be the same. They vary, they should vary also. That is why we say unity in diversity. Diverse viewpoints are put together, and Indian heritage and India existed for the last not less than 10,000 years. This Kalpa Shastra might have got written by 4000 BC or so. Anyway, far earlier than Adam and Eve. So this Kalpa Shastra written 4000, 5000 years ago need not be applicable after 1000 years or 2000 years or 3000 years, because thousands of years difference should create variation in thoughts and application. So Shrauta Sutra, then comes Dharma Sutra, then comes Grihya Sutra. Grihya Sutra explains all the sacrament and all the rules and regulations connected with the individual, a family member, Grihastha. Then comes Pidrameda Sutra, just before the death of an individual, during the death of an individual, after the death of an individual, what are the rituals to be performed? They are explained in Pidrameda Sutra. So Shrauta Sutra explains about Yaga Karma, Dharma Shastra explains about the constitution of a country, and Grihya Sutra explains about all the sacraments to be performed by an individual as a family member, the husband, the wife, the father, the mother, the children, the daughter, the son-in-law, the daughter-in-law, and so on. Everything is explained in Grihya Sutra. And then comes Pidrameda Sutra, as the Pitra word mentions to you. It is connected with the death and death related ceremonies. The last one comes Sulba Sutra. Sulba means a thread again. Sulba means thread. Tulba Sutra means all that is pure Vedic geometry is explained. Not Vedic mathematics, Vedic geometry. Vedic geometry connected with constructing Yagashala, constructing fire altar, constructing Patni Shala, and so on, Uttara Vedi, Dharma, and so on. Each and every aspect in a Yagashala should have strict geometrical pattern. For every circle inscribed with the other figures, and other figures inscribed with the circle, where the measurements, dimension is given very strictly. And for every Yagashala, the dimension is directly linked with the body structure of the Yajamana. Yajamana, if the diameter of his forefinger vary, the Yagashala dimension also will be vary. If the Yajamana who is performing the Yaga is a very tall man, accordingly Yagashala's dimension will also vary. So the body length is directly connected with the dimension of Yagashala. So you cannot have a fixed Yagashala dimension. It is told that one, it is 2400 times the length of the forefinger of the Yajamana. So first you have to take the forefinger, then multiply with 2400. That should be the eastern part of Yagashala. So you cannot fix that one. The eastern part of Yagashala should be 5 meters. That is not possible. So it is given in Sulba Sutra. So in Kalpa Shastra we have got Shrauta Sutra explaining Yaga, Yajna, Dharma Shastra explaining about the rules and regulations of a nation. Then comes Grihya Sutra. Every aspect connected with the life of an individual is explained there in Grihya Sutra. Then comes Pidrameda Sutra, death and before death, after death ceremonies connected with the last point, Andyeshti, the last point of the life of an individual. Then comes Sulba Sutra, where all Yagashala, Yajnashala, how to construct, how to take the dimension, etc. are mentioned in that. So, in some of the Kalpa Shastra, Prayaschitta Vidhi is also given. Prayaschitta means, we say after, if anywhere anything has gone, we used to do some other ritual to compensate the negative effect of the mistake in performing that. So Prayaschitta Vidhi is a compensation action ritual. Such we can say five sections are there for Kalpa Shastra. Now we will be explaining each aspect in our next lectures. And remember that Kalpa Shastra is not a simple book, but understanding is not very difficult. Many of the modern knowledges existed in that. Say for example Pythagoras theorem. About 1000 years before Pythagoras was born, this theorem was explained in Baudhayana Sulba Sutra. Dirgha chaturasrasya kshanayarajjuhu parshvamani tidyanmani cha yat pratak bodhe kuritastat ubayam karoti. The length and breadth of a rectangle, if its square taken and added together, it will be giving the square of the kshanayarajjuhu, hypotenuse. Like this you can see about the square, about the rhombus, the rules are given. These are all meant for constructing the fire altar and the Yagashala, from where Yagas are performed. So mathematics, I mean geometry, directly linked with the Sravata Sutra is a part of Kalpa Shastra. So we should learn, listen this as many times as possible, and at least try to understand what is meant by Kalpa Shastra. What are the 5 branches in Kalpa Shastra? 5 branches means subject branches inside Kalpa Shastra. What each title explains, and such a voluminous huge book, it existing, it's still available. That is the greatness. 5,000 years ago, they were composed, they are known by the name of the Rishi who composed it. Baudhayana Kalpa Shastra composed by Baudhayana Rishi. Katyayana Kalpa Shastra composed by Katyayana, Maharshi Katyayana. And Apastamba Kalpa Shastra composed by Apastamba Maharshi. Manava Kalpa Shastra is an aggregation composed by Manu. And inside which Sravata Sutra is there, Dharma Shastra, Grihya Sutra and Pidrameda Sutra plus Prayaschitta Vidhi are there. That the Dharma Shastra written by Manu is known as Manusmriti. So Manusmriti is part of Manava Kalpa Shastra. So nicely they have composed it. Unfortunately we do not know about it, and unfortunately we do not know that we do not know. We are ignorant about all these things. That is a pardonable mistake. But we are ignorant that we are ignorant. That is an unpardonable mistake. Don't worry about it. Let us learn now. Whatever you have learned, explain to others. Then come together a few group of family members, or try to come together in your office. Build a small group, a group of heritage club like that. Learn. Don't be very serious, but very simple. Just like time pass. And note down the points. Translate it into English. Type in English. Then send it through email to others. 10 points from each. At least we can understand that we were ignorant and we are ignorant. So the moment we can remove our ignorance, we can feel proud that we are the great children of Bharat Mata. Our motherland has given us so many, we do not know what our forefathers have given us. So many people make fun of us, they quote in the wrong way, and we think what they are quoting is correct, because neither the person who is quoting nor the listener know it. That is the unfortunate part of it. We do not know what that particular quotation, and we do not know from where he has taken. He also does not know about it. Now many Christians and Muslims quote many lines from many Upanishad without even opening the book. They know that the Hindus are ignorant, so they know that they can misinterpret, they can do anything about it. If the owner of the heritage is ignorant, any thief can come and take that. That is what generally Christians and Muslims are doing now. Not every Christian and Muslim, but many. And they spread the wrong message. You know Sakir Naik. In Kerala, so many are there. Koshi Abraham, Gamaliel, Benjamin, and George Matthew. They are all quoting and re-quoting so on. Many people send me email saying that in Vedas Jesus Christ is there. Jesus Christ is being explained in Puranas. Vedas written 7000 BC or 6000 BC. Don't think that what Westerners and British historians wrote is correct. No. After Giger Muller counter, after isotope studies, the history of India got completely changed by re-estimation of the period. And all these people say that Jesus Christ is being explained fantastically in Vedas. So the ignorance is carried from one person to another person. An ignorant person explain this to others. They listen and think that when Jesus Christ name is present in Veda, and these ignorant people spread the ignorant message to other group of ignorant people. Thus, unfortunately, nobody is there to prevent it. The Vedic scholars, they don't open the mouth. And many other people think that when if you say anything against Christians and Muslims, it will become communal and it will create problem. Why we should bother about telling the truth if it is truth? And they can misinterpret it and use it for converting people. Why not us tell the correct thing to the people? Satyena Banda Vidado Devayana. There is only one path of truth. That is telling the truth of fact and essence. We should learn that without fear, complex to anybody or any group. So Kalpa Shastra we have got Shrauta Sutra, Grihya Sutra, Dharma Sutra, Pitrumeda Sutra and Sulba Sutra. 5 branches plus Prayaschitta Vidhi. This much we should know. Then all the 5 branches we will be explaining after a few days. My pranams to you. Thank you very much. Spread this message. Make some heritage groups and clubs and then spread it throughout Indians. Spread it to Christians, Muslims and Hindus and Indians and foreigners also. Don't worry whether somebody is atheist or theist. You spread this message to everyone. It is your bound dharma to learn and teach your heritage. Think as it is your dharma and responsibility. Not for showing anybody, but for fulfilling your dharma. Thank you very much.